Otasi is accused of forcing the content of an insecticide called Sniper down the throats of his sons, aged 10, 12, and 14. But the elders miraculously survived the lethal dose of the liquid.
My father bring a rope from his pocket and give to Levi. And Levi now tie me and my brothers down and give us the snapper to drink. I used my head and my legs to crawl out from the bush and now managed to escape.
So, the man who killed his children, all because a pastor told him to do so, is currently trending. And we need to talk about it because although it's currently trending, this happened as far back as 2018, December of 2018. And according to the story, 42-year-old Samuel Sunday Otasi woke up one morning, went to meet the pastor who told him that the reason he's not progressing in life was because of his children. George Odogo made a pronouncement in the church that I have some children and I'm not marrying the mother yet. The mother diminished all my children to tarnish their life and to tarnish my family's life. And after he heard that, he went back home and decided to take matters into his hands. This happened in Ibogene in Yenegoa in Bayelsa State, where Mr. Samuel had gotten married to a young woman who gave birth to 3 children for him. He had 3 sons with this woman, and eventually he broke up with his wife. Their marriage ended and they separated. And so he took the children to his own mother, that is the children's grandmother, to stay with. Basically, his mother was the one who raised his children for him. The kids, all 3 of the sons, God's time, miracle, and success, grew up with their grandmother, with their mom absent and their dad barely visiting. Because after his first marriage with his children's mother ended, he married another wife and pretty much continued life with this new woman, while his kids were with his mother. From time to time, he would visit and check up on them, but not quite. In fact, for his children to see him, it felt like a holiday. They were always happy to see him after a long time. And then one day, he was approached by a prophet, or he went to church and the prophet saw a vision for him and told him that the reason he's not making it in life, the reason he's not progressing in life is because his ex-wife had bewitched the sons, his children, and they are the reason why he is not successful. This prophet made him understand that his children were the cause of all his problems in life. And the moment Samuel heard this, he believed it, mainly because the prophet told him that it was his ex-wife who had bewitched the children and made the children torment him, slow him down, and keep him from being a billionaire, or from being the billionaire that he was destined to be, apparently. Instantly, Samuel's behavior changed towards his children. The words of this prophet sunk in his head, and he went on to tell his brothers and other relatives that this is what a prophet, a man of God, told him about his children. And they too believed it, because again, enough to be taken to the hospital where he got the emergency treatment that was required to keep him alive. And by the time he gained consciousness, he was able to tell people that his siblings were still in the bush, tied to a tree, and that it was his father and his uncle that did this to them. When he told the people that his siblings were still in the bush and confessed to them that it was his father who tried to kill them, the police were involved. Immediately, the police got into it and they went to the bush to see if they could help and rescue his younger ones. But unfortunately, by the time they got there, miracle and God's time were dead. It was on the 3rd of January the following year, 2019, on the Thursday, that Mr. Samuel was arrested for killing and attempting to kill his children. And when he was arrested, he obviously changed the narrative and claimed that it was his brother Levi who did it, that he wasn't even there, that he took the boys to church, and when they got to the church told them to come on a Wednesday, but he could not follow them home, so he gave his younger brother 1,000 naira to take the boys home, and he had no idea what his brother Levi ended up doing with the boys, pretty much saying that it was his brother who tied them up in a tree and killed them. Apparently, the case is still on trial. Samuel and his brother Levi are still in court till this day, I don't know why the story is coming back, but it's a good thing that we get to talk about it because we haven't actually spoken about this on this platform. So it's nice that it's coming back for a lot of people to see how manipulative a man of God can be and how destructive some of these prophecies and vision that you let your pastor see for you can basically affect you and affect the people you love. Many people are saying that the pastor who saw the vision should also be arrested. Yes, I agree, but the pastor never encouraged them to kill the kids. If anything, they probably wanted them to come for deliverance. But the choice to tie up the children and force poisonous substance down their throats came from Samuel or his brother Levi. And it's believable that it was his brother who may have done this all by himself because, like I said, when Samuel was told that it was his sons who were behind his failures in life, he told his family members and they too believed it. So the only thing I can say is if Levi, Samuel's brother, did it all by himself, he most likely did it on the orders or awareness of Samuel. Because let's assume Levi did it all by himself. Did you ever check up on your children? Did you ever call grandma to see what's up? Are the kids home? He never did that. So he most likely was aware. And if his brother did it, he probably set his brother up to do it. It's just unfortunate. This is one of those things where I keep saying some religious, just unfortunate. This is one of those things where I keep saying some religious fanatic and some believers of prophecies be doing the most. They be doing and believing the most ridiculous things because what is this? And the truth is, such incidents happen more often than not. A lot of people believe so much that when they go and meet a man of God and the man of God say, oh, it's your mother in the village that is doing you. It's your uncle in the village. And that is how people just create enemies out of thin air. You might just be on your own and you don't know that one of your relatives have gone to church and the pastor have told them that you are the cause of their problem. And you don't even know that you are the cause of someone's problem. You're struggling with your own life. The little kids are there struggling with grandma. And somehow they have witches and wizard power. And instead of them to use it to elevate their own situation and make life easy for them, they're using it to break down their father, who from the get-go had always been down. I'm sure the father is a short one. So it's just ridiculous. And I really hope a lot of people learn from this. Stop listening to prophets. I don't know. I've never heard anybody who went to see a prophet and something good came out of it. Stop that. You are the cause of your own problem. You are the cause of your own problem. If you are going through anything, it's your choices in life, your lack of choices in life, your poor decisions in life, your addiction. So nobody is after you. Leave your grandmother alone in the village. She's struggling to make gari, make her daily bread. Leave your uncles in the village. Some of them don't even know you. So calm down. You're not that important for people to go after. You should leave village people alone. Allow village people be. The village people are not after you. They have a big fish to fry. They have bigger problems to worry about than you. So, this is all ridiculous. I can't wait to hear the update on the story. I'm sure eventually, now that it's coming up, it's probably because the case is coming to an end. And let's see how it goes. Thank God the boy is alive. Thank God the son's success made it alive. Because now, with his testimony, his father and his uncle, I don't even know why they're taking so long by now. This is like 2025. Why have they not been sentenced? Why?